Boys, it looks like EO has fucked up again, and I'm very excited to see the EO Defender Squad, yeah, appear in the comments saying, no, you're not understanding it. Okay, dude, I think we've, at this point, very much acknowledged EO's, and I'm gonna go ahead and assume this video is probably about EO having an ego explosion. You know what? If I'm wrong, and this video isn't about EO doing some dumbass, petty-ass, ego-ass shit, I'll go to his stream, apologize, and give them 100 subs. But the guy is so predictable. I already know that's what this is going to be about. But let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've got something to talk about today.
Also, shout outs to Saint. My YouTube comments ripped me to shreds because I didn't have you on my Gotcha cast. That being said, love Saint. Great guy.
And it's not a topic that I'm actually very happy to discuss at all.
Okay.
It is the ZZZ community, and EO in particular, being a bunch of just f***ing weirdos. I'm going to be...
Okay. All right. What did he do? These simple mistakes are stopping your growth in Zenless Zone Zero. Okay.
real with you over here.
I'll be real, man. I just feel like you're kind of an idiot if you're just playing ZZZ, like as a sweat, as a tryhard, right? Like, just jerk off to the game. That's the whole point. Like, legit. Like, the whole point is to just come. Like, if you're actually sweating, what are you doing, man?
Here. EO has uploaded a video talking about how these simple mistakes are stopping your growth in Zenless Zone Zero. And
okay, currently, I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, being a little bit sweaty is annoying, but it's not a big deal.
And decided to take gameplay from a past VOD of mine. This was uploaded a day ago. He decided to take gameplay from a VOD that I had about 6 days ago, talking about all the things that I'm doing wrong when it comes to playing my Hugo team, and how you can just do all of these things better.
Wait, but didn't Hugo just come out? So wouldn't that be... There's no way EO hyper-analyzed Saint Tontas' first time playing Hugo.
And believe me when I say, at a baseline, I don't think it would have been that awful of a thing if this was a different community, if it wasn't ZZZ, and it wasn't filled with, I'm just gonna be honest here, parted elitists. But let's just go ahead and...
Okay, in defense of the Zenless Zone Zero community, I actually think the ZZZ community is quite pleasant. They're very passionate about their game. They're a lot smaller than the other games, so it's more of like a cult. But the majority of them are just nice people who just want to goon and play the game and watch Juyuan's ass. I'm one of those people. But it's EO's community that are the sweaty tryhards, because what happened with EO is EO's a massive failure in real life, and he prides himself a fighting game player. And in the fighting game tournament he went to last, he placed 31st out of 32 people. Yet he'll still go live and talk about how Zenless Zone Zero is a fighting game and how he'll misuse terms like Kara cancel and negative edge and pretend to be this god of fighting games, the only motherfucker who should be praised in Zenless Zone Zero every single time he goes live, and it's fucking embarrassing. I mean, the guy's ego is honestly worse than Towo's, and that's saying something.
and see what the comment section is looking like on this video.
Well, if he's analyzing your first time, and I'm hoping to God that's not what he did, because that's lame as fuck. Because I believe Saint is actually pretty damn decent at Zenless Zone Zero. I don't see anything too egregious. I'm assuming the entire comment section is shitting on Saint.
Let's just read this comment real fast. As I said near the end of the video, anyone can learn this game. It's not hard to learn this game. This is obviously if you want to learn, implying that I don't want to learn. But pretending that it's the game's fault you personally aren't reading, paying attention, or giving a fuck is disingenuous.
Oh, is this because EO's mad because Zenless Zone Zero's bosses have had 53% HP increase over the past 3 patches? Yeah, I'll be real, man. Like, this has nothing to do with raw numbers, right? Like, this is just a fucking cope-ass steak, man. I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
So let's keep this in mind. The purpose of EO in this video is to paint me as disingenuous. The fact that Saint still thinks that the problem is HP inflation and not his own shit gameplay shows how delusional he is. Saint gameplay, Lamau, skull. I think Saint is still not satisfied on complaining about HP inflation. Oh no, I think we're done talking about HP inflation. All we're gonna talk about today is how
ego inflation of EO.
Absolutely fucking disgusting this community is. Proceeds.
Once again, I know Saints had a really bad time with the Zenless Zone Zero community. I don't think they're too bad. I just think EO's section of Zenless Zone Zero community is shitty.
To both use skill and ult while the enemy is unstunned. Wait, this guy sucks. Ugh. Bro, Saint has to be rage baiting. He used ult out of stun. And so this is the thing, right? EO decided to critically analyze my gameplay on Shiyu defense, right? From my stream. We just showed where he got the VOD from, right? Let's listen to a little bit about what he has to say. None of this is pre-watched, by the way.
Oh, this is off cuff?
Oh, even YouTube knows this video is shit and won't let it load.
Like what I'm pointing out. So the match starts, Daze is already built up by like 43, right? Which is good. Good. Right here, there's a parry. Boom. Parry happens. Awesome. Should not have parried in a Hugo, but it is what it is. I don't really know the set happening here. If the set isn't Hormone Punk, then it probably doesn't matter, right? But if it's Hormone Punk, then you've just wasted your buff.
By the way, he downloaded this. He downloaded the VOD as well, because I didn't upload this on YouTube. There was...
He downloaded your VOD? No way, bro. Downloaded your VOD. No, that's like schizo behavior, dude. Bro wanted this shit on Saint so bad, he found a deleted past VOD. That's insane.
There was no YouTube video of this. How do you use this guy's meter?
I'm not going to fault him for that exactly, but you do need to know.
Oh my God, it was Saint's first time playing. He doesn't even know how to use the guy's meter. There's no way EO critically analyzed the first time Saint ever played a character from a narcissistic ego explosion CC perspective. There's no way.
Know that. You need to know that.
Listen to what I'm saying. How do you use this guy's meter?
The sun's almost here, though, which is great. Here's what I would not have done in this moment.
He is hyper-analyzing, backseating my gameplay. And you can listen from the comments that I'm saying in this video. This is the first time I have ever used Lighter or Hugo.
Stop, bro. What? He's hyper-analyzing the first time Saint ever played a character? Anything to make himself seem superior. That is one of the lamest, negative Riz, low aura things I've ever seen a man who is so desperate to seem like he's good at something that he's willing to critically analyze someone's first time trying two new characters at the same time. Bro, this guy's pathetic. This guy's pathetic. Holy shit. Jesus.
Stream that EO is taking this gameplay from. You can see it right here. I literally pulled Hugo and Lighter on the very same day. Both of these units are completely new on my account. I have never used them before. I literally spent and
what's funny is, like, a year ago, Saint did the same thing to me, and I told him, bro, that's gay as fuck, and he's like, wait a minute, you're right, it is. I'm never gonna do that again. But the difference is, EO's been a CC for like 3-4 years. Saint's been a CC for like maybe like a year. People should know this shit by now. It's insane.
Hour on stream, just grinding to build them because I've never used them before. And what this guy decided to do was hyper-analyze my gameplay, poke all of these fucking holes in it, knowing that this is the first time I've ever used 2 out of 3 units on my team. Are you serious? Is this real? This is the type of
Bro, look at the way he's watching too. Look at the way he's watching like he's the knower. Bro's the Riddler. Only he knows the true way to play CCC. This is the gayest shit I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen Queer Eye. Jesus.
Content that we're
I need to take a bath after watching this video. Jesus, bro. This is embarrassing.
Going to do. We're basically just going to farm hate against my gameplay. Get your comment section to start talking shit about my lack of understanding of the game's mechanics and how the kit works. When I literally pulled the units on record, I pulled the units less than 2 hours ago. And this is what we decided we wanted to VOD review. This is the type of stuff that we decided we wanted to backseat. Somebody...
Not to mention, a lot of CCs like to play up not knowing how to play these characters for entertainment value. And the fact that EO is so autistic that not even he would recognize that is insane.
Who pulled the fucking units 2 hours ago. Is this real?
Using 2 EXs and ult with Hugo in one setting is diabolical work. He doesn't deserve to be endgame. If you even use the character's kit properly, this is somehow worse than charge attack Hugo.
This is the type of...
I can't believe Saint Totas didn't master the characters before pulling them. SMH, bro. This isn't what EO, our god, would have done in Zenless Zone Zero.
Absolute fucking idiosity. Enviosity. Fuck that you're farming in your comment section, EO. This is something that you're deciding you wanted to undertake. And I'm going to be entirely honest here. This is some of the most pathetic shit I've ever seen.
Saint can't even understand the basic mechanics, and he has the audacity to complain about HP inflation. This is what skill issues look like in their natural habitat.
Yeah, I pulled the unit 2 fucking hours ago. And this is literally my first time ever using the 2 of them together. And because EO decided to go ahead, hyper-analyze this game...
This is so lame.
...gameplay, give unsolicited...
This is the drama that I love. Just someone being lame as fuck again. And it's crazy how people defend this guy when he's on record repeatedly pussy-ass egotistical behavior while he acts like he's a good little boy. It's insane.
Fucking advice that nobody fucking asked for. This is what his comment section is looking like. Like, seriously? This is what you decided you wanted to farm. A 20-minute segment from my stream. Let's see how long I play
no matter who EO did this to, they would have crashed the fuck out. Like, I wish he did this shit to Gotcha Smack. Because oh man, I love when Gotcha Smack crashes out on somebody. Because this is some bitch ass behavior.
CU defense.
Oh.
I'm still farming.
Yep.
A 10-minute segment for my stream where I play Shiyu defense for the first time with the 2 units. And you decided you wanted to hyperanalyze that. And you want to know the best part? EO actually intentionally decides not to show gameplay of me playing a team that I actually know how to use.
Stop.
You want to know what the gameplay looks like for a team that I actually know how to use? I'll
Shut
show
the
you right
fuck
here.
up.
Check this out. This is my gameplay of me using my Miyabi team that I actually know how to use. Let's just see what happens after
No
this.
way. He cherry-picked the worst time him playing with new units just to put himself on a pedestal. No fucking shot.
Victory, the only option.
This team is nuts, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. Am I nuts? He's kind of owning. Like, everything's dying.
Bro's not even moving.
He's
Just
kind of
so you know,
owning.
these bosses actually have a second and third phase where they become invulnerable for like 10 seconds. And you'll realize that shit didn't actually trigger a single time. Team is nuts.
God, her song is so good.
They didn't even get to do their phase. You want to see how fast I end up clearing that side? That side is done in a minute and 3 seconds. I take 2 minutes on the other side.
That's
I
pretty
literally
good,
have
no?
2 minutes left to get an S.
Wait, so EO is going to critically analyze someone using characters for the first time when they fully completed it with 2 minutes remaining and try to act like Saints retarded? Man, that's insane.
EO decided to leave out this part of the clear where I go
That's
ahead
so
and
bad.
I play like a freak and I like skip the mechanics. And I get a
We're-
3-minute clear. And
We're reaching critical levels of autism.
bro just decides to hyperfixate on this part where I'm playing the characters for the very first time ever. And then talk about all the awful things that I'm doing.
Look at this guy playing like trash over here. You need to learn from this guy about what not to do. He's playing like an absolute idiot.
Oh, bro, let's pull up the video to hear how superior EO's gonna make himself sound. This is the shit that gives me a fucking stroke. Let's see if we can find it.
All right, so today, chat, here's what I want to do. Like
All
I
right,
was talking.
Let's see it. Let's see him talk about it. Dude, look at his face. Look at his face watching the gameplay. Like, watching him not play the game properly is giving him a fucking heart attack. What the? Oh my God. I can't wait to hear him break down what he should have done for his first time playing.
Stunned. Anyhow, despite that, that's little tidbit stuff.
Okay.
Right here, he can get this done. He's wasting resources that he's not aware of. This is just a player thing. This is a player thing, right? Anyone can waste resources without realizing they're wasting resources because the game allegedly is teaching you to do these things. You're at 94. Lycan can stun very quickly, especially from this distance. And he's kind of doing it, the hold attacks, but he's...
That is the gayest shit I've ever seen. I cannot believe he kept that video up. What is the like to dislike ratio? I'm so
this done.
I'm so
he's
curious.
wasting.
Thank God this video got dislike bombed. Holy shit. Thank Christ. This shit is corny as fuck. You have to be such a loser to do that shit. Jesus.
Here's what a good run looks like. This is what you're supposed to do if you're actually good at the game.
And we decide to take footage again. Less than 2 hours after I pulled the units. EO, I'm going to be entirely honest with you. Are you this butthurt about your game inflating HP by 58% in 3 patches? Are you this butthurt about the HP in version 2.0 being 150% of what it was in 1.0? Are you...
Brother, if you really, Sarah wanted you to look at this, wanted me to look at what?
You know, and I have a controller now, so I can just... I'm going to demo, and then we'll watch way better players. There we go. Parry, that's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. The armor's gone. Now we can...
Oh my God, he's so corny, bro. Brother, you get your ego from playing a gotcha game because you couldn't hack it in real games. That's insane. That's insane. The world's worst fighting player tries to get an ego by being good at a gacha game. Oh my God. Jesus. EO, let's see you play a real game, man. Let's see your human benchmark. Let's see it, dude. Let's see how much of a god gamer you are. I'm sorry, guys. If you're going to be a hardcore elitist in a gacha game, get a fucking grip, dude. He calls himself a way better player, but waits a second before swapping. Yeah, no, of course he does. I mean, you know, and the reason why nobody will ever call out EO on him really not being that good at ZZZ is because nobody gives a fuck enough to actually try to be sweaty at this fucking game, because you don't need to be, because the game's meant for casuals. Like, what are we doing here?
You this butthurt about somebody talking about how you're being
like, guys, I didn't even know what I was doing with 6 characters when I went to go fight the tower, and I beat that shit blindfolded, the entire fucking thing. Because you don't need to play like that. Like, what are we doing? Just like, oh, dude, if you're a casual player, get out of my fucking game. Like, it's so goofy.
An absolute fucking elitist and try to gatekeep endgame from other people. When you are on the record saying, if you're going to play casually, don't step onto this side of the court. If you're going to play casually, don't play.
Dude, I actually watch EO constantly, and he makes mistakes saying, wait, you didn't see that, chat? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know. But he, you know, he's really buying into his own ego, which is insane. Once again, I'm telling you, there's somebody in EO's life that's gassing him up way too hard to where bro thinks he's so much better than he actually is. The guy has zero accountability. The guy has zero credibility. And yeah, it's just fucking embarrassing. You know what I mean? Like, I genuinely think the guy's a fucking plague. Genuinely. I mean, the fact that he couldn't just apologize for threatening to leak personal information of mine, and he just denies he ever done it. It's insane. You guys know. I never have. Name me one person that I've been hating on for no reason. In 6.5 years, tell me one person who I've been hating on for no reason. Give me a name. You won't give me one. You will not give me one. My hate is always fucking justified. And if it's not, I acknowledge that shit immediately. And I apologize immediately. You want to know the one person who I was hating on? Genizad. And I apologize within 2 days. Bro, I don't get how people don't call this fucking guy out more.
Shiyu defense. You don't deserve to play Shiyu defense. You don't deserve to get the rewards. You should get fucked because you're not willing to grind like me. I'm the only motherfucker that deserves praise.
I'm the only motherfucker who should be praised in the Genshin community.
Because I'm good at the game. I'm the only motherfucker that deserves praise in the ZZZ community, in the Shiyu defense community, because I'm good at the game, because I grind my rotations, because I'm a backseat, a VOD of somebody playing a unit for the first time and hyper-analyze it and talk about why they're not playing well, knowing it's the first time they ever pulled the unit, and they literally pulled the unit less than 2 fucking hours ago. And I'm going to intentionally not show that they got a 3-minute clear, that they got a 1 minute on their Miyabi side. I'm intentionally not going to show them actually playing the game well, because I want to paint them as an absolute casual. I want to make sure my community actually points out the skill issue they have. I want my community to make fun of them. I'm going to lie through omission and intentionally frame them as somebody that doesn't know anything about this game so that I can bag on them, continue to incite my community to talk shit, and discredit them, even though they actually do know how to play the game. But as I decided to fucking spawn count their fucking VOD like a vulture to pick out bits and pieces that I can use to discredit them. Seriously? Really? That's what you want to do? Oh,
why does EO still have fans? I mean, I got no idea.
Boy,
actually. Wait, how many viewers does EO get anyways? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's because nobody watches the fucking guy. Oh, okay, never mind then. Yeah, that's the reason why people like EO really like to romanticize the word tourist, because it's a way for content creators to guilt their viewers from watching anybody who's not dedicating their life to a video game, because these CCs are upset that nobody gives a fuck about them enough to watch them play multiple games. So they romanticize the idea of CCs only being in one game because that's the only place they can make it. And tell me how I'm wrong. It's the fucking truth, and everybody knows it.
Fucking boy. I see why there are so many comments about me on ZZZ talking about how I can't play Hugo. Talking about, oh, this guy's clearly retarded. He used the skill and ultimate of Hugo outside of the stun window. Yeah, because it's my first fucking time using the character. But I guess you're framing it in a way where apparently I read their entire kit, I took them into the training mode, and I'm still making retarded mistakes like that. Because that's the narrative that people are spreading right now. That I read the kits, but then still don't know how to play the fucking units because you decided to...
Expecting people to read a tutorial one time and have 100%... Thank you, bro. 100% understanding of it is just, it's psychotic. It's so dumb.
Hyper-analyze a failed clear because I did not know literally how to play.
Based on their gameplay, EO and Saint play on the exact same level. Well, if Sarah of the Lake saying that, then I believe it. Yo, Sarah, why don't you make a YouTube video about it?
The units because it was my first time ever using Lighter or Hugo in this fucking game. Seriously? This is what we want to do to prove your point? Pretending that it—
The worst thing is hyper-analyzing some guy who cleared all the content too. Like, it's like, bro, he cleared it, who cares?
it's the game's fault you personally aren't reading, paying attention, or giving a fuck is disingenuous. We decided to VOD review the first time I ever used a unit, so you can paint me as disingenuous. That's why we're making an entire dedicated fucking video about you, EO. Because the only person that looks disingenuous in this entire conversation is you and your dog shit elitist community. I'm not—
I absolutely agree. Maybe I'll make a follow-up video for EO called "These Simple Mistakes Are Killing Your Growth as a Twitch Streamer and a Content Creator." Hopefully that'll be able to help it, but that's just my opinion, dude. I think that's just Mickey Mouse-ass behavior. That's just my opinion. I think Saint was completely in the right there, but that's just me. Yeah, corny-ass behavior. Anyways, I'm out. Like, comment, subscribe.